Harry Maguire once again linked to a move to Old Trafford. You get the feeling this is going to happen, isn't it?
Yes, definitely, and certainly the talks over the weekend with Leicester have progressed quite well. And it was always down to United putting more money on the table for Leicester to let Maguire go. I don't think Leicester ever wanted to keep him at all costs. I think it was just they were trying to get as much money as possible. And who else than United is ready to just throw the money like that, as we saw with Wan-Bissaka and Crystal Palace? And United have done it again, and it looks like Maguire could go for £80 million. I mean, bonuses included, but still, that's an incredible amount of money for a good centre-back, but nowhere near the best in the world.
This is the thing, isn't it? Even with the market the way it is, it seems to be the sticking point, certainly from a lot of Manchester United fans who are tweeting the show, that it's so much money.
Well, the problem is Manchester United are not in a position where they can try and be clever. They're always going to have to pay over the odds. Every man and his dog knows that they are struggling when it comes to having quality on the field. And that means that if you're the selling club, you know you can get a little bit more out. And at the end of the day, if you're a Man United fan, you look at Wan-Bissaka, and whether you think he's overpriced or not, and if you look at Maguire, again, whether you think he's overpriced or not, you have just strengthened your back line big time.
Okay.
54 goals they lost last year. 54! I mean, that is incredible. But now you've got 3 of the back 5 that you know exactly what you're getting from. You can rely on it. So for me, at the end of the day, the team, or the back line, absolutely with Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, are miles better than what they were.
So that looks like it will be getting done. Meanwhile, Fekir, his future very much up in the air. Jules, links to La Liga, Sevilla and Valencia.
Yeah, it seems that Spain and La Liga is the most likely destination for him. Let's not forget that a year ago, just before the World Cup, he almost made his move to Liverpool. They had that medical where his knee, they thought, was a bit dodgy after the bad injury that he had, and they pulled out at the last minute or tried to lower the transfer fee, which obviously Lyon didn't like and Fekir didn't like. Anyway, it didn't happen. Now he only has 1 year left on his contract, but the season he had last year was nowhere near as good as the previous one that almost took him to Liverpool. And it's quite easy to understand why they're not bigger clubs than Valencia or Sevilla that are in for him, despite the talent that he has. Is because that last season was so disappointed that you do wonder where his real level is, to be fair. So Spain probably very likely. I think Valencia a little bit ahead of Sevilla as well in the race for Fekir, and with just 1 year left on his contract, Lyon will want to sell him because he doesn't want to sign a new deal. And for him, he probably feels as well it's the right time to leave the only club where he's played so far as a professional.
Meanwhile, of course, a deal that was done months ago, but only presented today. Aaron Ramsey, of course, joining Juventus. Part of his presentation saying it was a no-brainer when he heard that Juve were interested, certainly saying all the right things. Steve, I suppose the big question with Ramsey is, does he play?
I don't think he can expect to go there and be in the starting 11. And the only way he gets in that starting 11 is by playing his way in with the opportunities that he, no question, will get. Now, at his best, then he could get in that starting 11, but he's absolutely starting behind the 8 ball. He's not going there as the starting 11, so he's going to have to work his way in.
Do you agree, Jules?
Yeah, I think so. And also the competition in midfield at Juventus next season, it's going to be incredible. If you think about it, Sarri would play with three midfield in the 4-3-3 formation. Pjanic will surely be the Jorginho role and that holding player. And then for the 2 other, number 8, if you want, you can just imagine between Emre Can, Bentancur, Matuidi, Rabiot, Ramsey. I mean, just those 5 of them for just 2 places. It's going to be quite incredible to see who's going to be the 2 starters with Pjanic, and then you would think that some of those 5s are surely not going to play much.
We had a question on Extra Time yesterday, Jules, asking who's the better, who's going to play more, Rabiot or Ramsey?
It's a very good question. I think Rabiot certainly fits the Sarri style of football a lot. I think Ramsey has a very unique style of playing and that sort of mentality and all the runs that he makes and everything like that, which I think would make him a bit different than all the other options that Sarri has. I just think that maybe Rabiot fits a bit better in the kind of football that Sarri would want to play. But I think that Ramsey has something very special to offer to Sarri and to Juventus, and that Juventus and Sarri might actually play him a lot as well.